Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this Bubu dress with two side pockets. Mine will not be having a collar, it will be having a drawstring on the shoulder. If this is a video you're interested in, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Now we're gonna get right into drafting of this Bubu dress and sewing it together. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply. I'll be making use of Ankara fabric for this design. I'll be making use of 3 yards of Ankara fabric. So I'll go ahead now and just mark my measurements. I'll be working with a length of 45 and a width of 22 inches. I want mine longer, that's why I'm using 45 inches. You can make yours shorter, whichever one you want is preferable. So right now, mark my shoulder to bust line, my shoulder to waist, which is 16 inches, and my shoulder to hip, which is 23 inches, and shoulder to length is 45 inches. I'll go ahead and mark those measurements, and I'll connect it to a straight line. The normal straight bubu doesn't fit my body shape and body size. That's why I'm going to be using this type of measurement. The A-line shape is what I'll be using for this type of bubu dress. So I'll be using the A-line shape for mine because the normal bubu doesn't fit my body shape and body size. The next step is for me to mark my neck width of 4 inches. I'll mark my neck width of 4 inches and I'll come down by 5 inches for my neck depth. So after marking that, I'll mark my normal shoulder measurement 8 inches and I'll be extending the tape measure to get my sleeve. I'll be marking 11 inches for my sleeves. So I'll go ahead now and just mark that measurement. For the back, I'll be coming down by 1 inch, but for the front, I'll be coming down by 5 inches for my neck depth. I'll go ahead and mark those measurements and cover up my necklines just as shown. The next step after covering my neckline is to mark the measurement for my sleeve length. My sleeve length, I'll be coming down from the shoulder by 11 inches. That's how long I want my sleeves to be. I don't want it too tight. I don't want it too loose. So I'll be marking 11 inches for my sleeves. So the next step after that is to come down by 1.5 inch for my shoulder slope to meet my neck width of 4 inches. I'll mark that measurement. I'll connect it to a straight line just as shown. The next step is to impute my measurement. I'll go down to the 11 inches mark for my sleeve and I'll be marking my bust measurement on that line. I'll mark my bust round, which is 42 divided by 4. That will give me 10.5. I'll mark that measurement and I'll be adding 3 inches of sewing allowance to it. I'll come down to my waist, mark my waist 38 divided by 4. That will give me 9.5. Mark that and I'll add 2.5 inches of sewing allowance to it. Come down to my hips. My hip round is 44 divided by 4. That will give me 11. I'll be adding 3 inches of sewing allowance to it. I'll go ahead now and just connect those lines together. Now, the markings I have on my hip line, I'll mark exact measurement on my hemline and I'll be adding just 1 inch to it. I'll be using this A-line like I said before because my shape doesn't take just normal straight bubu. That's why I'm using this method to draft my bubu design. So with that, we are done with the pattern drafting for the front pattern. So I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. Please take your time in cutting out your pattern. You don't want to make a mistake while cutting out yours. I'll cut out the front and place it on another fabric to cut out my back pattern. If you don't understand what I'm doing, please just watch the video. You can pause it, watch it again, pause it, watch it again till you have a good understanding of what I'm doing. So right now, I've gone to place the front on the back and I'm just tracing it out to cut out the back pattern. I'll be using the same exact measurement for the back pattern. And if you have watched to this point, please give this video a like so that YouTube can push up my content. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Now that we're done with cutting out the pattern, I'll go ahead and cut interface for both the front and the back. I'll be cutting interface for both the front and the back. I'm just notching my waist and my hip so I'll know how to align my piece together when I'm sewing. So right now, I've gone to cut out my neckline. The neckline design I chose is a slit at the middle of the neckline, just like I've shown in the video. I'll be cutting out the interface for it. Please just watch how I cut out my interface. Don't make a mistake cutting out yours. If you're a beginner, make sure you pin down your fabric before you cut out. After cutting out the patterns, both the front and the back, the next step is cut the drawstring strip. I'll do that in the next clip. I cut out 27 inches in 4 places and 1 inch for the width for the drawstring. So after that, I went ahead to cut the pocket out. I'll be using a small pocket for mine. I don't want my pocket too big, so I'll be using a small pocket for mine. The length for my pocket is 8 inches and the width is also 8 inches. So now after doing that, I'll go ahead now and start joining my fabrics together. I'll start with the interface. I've gone to sew the interface on both the necklines, the front and the back. Here is the back. It came out really looking nice. Please, you want to go ahead and iron your interface to your necklines so that it come out looking nice. So right now I'll be joining the shoulders, but I'll be joining it like so. Watch how I place the front on the back to go ahead and sew my shoulder line. After joining the shoulders, the next step is to show you the outcome. I've gone ahead to do that off camera. Now we're going to open the shoulder and I'm going to be marking 12 inches. I'll be reading that line. That's where my drawstring will be stopping. I'll go ahead and sew my drawstring and I'll be inserting it into that line. I'll be joining it together, just fold it in like so, and after folding it in, I'll run a stitch through it and I'll be inserting my drawstring inside the casing. The next step is to show you how to insert your drawstring. After sewing your fabric together, I'll be inserting my drawstring just as shown and I'll be stopping at that 12 inches mark and I'll run a stitch through it. I'm just showing you the process of how I inserted the rope inside the casing. If you're a beginner, please ensure you take your time in doing this step. Don't make a mistake. You want to, adjust the fabric into the casing. You want to adjust the rope into the casing so that it comes out looking nice. Tuck it in properly before you run a stitch, and after doing that I just went ahead to just form a knot on it. The next step is to insert my pocket. From my waistline, I'll come down by 2 inches and go inwards by 8 inches on both sides. Come down from the waistline by 2 inches and go inwards by 8 inches. I'll be marking that measurement for the both sides of the pocket and I'll be inserting my pocket, placing it at the center of that line. That line that I wrote, I'll be placing the pocket there. If you don't understand what I'm doing, please just watch the video. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply. Right now, I'm just placing my pocket where I want it to be. I'll go ahead and sew the organza fabric on my Ankara fabric to form the design I want. Here, I'm just showing you how I'm going to be pleating it on the fabric. I'll go ahead and pleat that off camera on my sewing machine, and I'll come back and show you how it turned out. The next step after sewing the pocket is to join the sides together. I'll do that off camera and it came out really looking nice. After joining the sides, I went ahead to my iron and gave it a good press. I ironed my fabric out. It came out really looking nice. I'll go ahead now for the next step of hemming my dress. I'll hem the down part of my dress, and with that we are done with the outfit. The outfit came out really looking nice. I love the length of my dress. It came out really looking beautiful. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. See you in my next video.